All right, here we go. Welcome back to Operation Spark. This is going to be Italy turn number 7. Before I start on Italy's turn, a couple of pieces of housekeeping. First off is Nexel decided that this transport was going to run the sub and try to get out of there. So it was going to go 1, 2, and into port, which means it has to go through the species sub. We rolled it on Discord, and the sub rolled an 11, and then it has to submerge, so the transport safely makes it through and into port. Uh, Secondly, is that Nixel decided he no longer wants these two ships to go on escort duty. They will remain in port in southern England, and so that comes off. This is no longer needed. Since I'm here, I need to denote that all this damage is supposed to come off on the UK turn. So it is no longer there. One off here and here. Now the last thing is that Anzac collected 9, but the way that I read this here is that it doesn't say surface warships, it just says warships. Then it does not get to get their bonus, and there's a German sub over here in P62. I asked the question to the team, they just didn't respond quite yet because I asked and then immediately started recording. So that means that these guys would go down to 7. Okay, I think that's all the corrections to be made. So we will go ahead and get into the turn. So first off is they're going to roll for their tech. The Italians are looking for advanced submarines to move forward to stage 3, and it does with an 11. Nice. I like rating. Next is their purchases. So we're going to buy a fighter because we're going to need to replace probably a fighter. Hopefully only a fighter. We'll do an upgrade, a militia, and an infantry. So that's all 17 spent. So I did ask on the Discord because we just got some Russian subs over here that potentially could do some stuff. So I moved the battleship in. There was no declaration. Then I moved in the transport with a marine and an infantry. And once again, there was no declaration. And so they continue moving on to 3 because of the major port. And then they will land in South Africa and Cape Town. No bombardment or anything, because it's just walk-ins. That means this blockade goes away because that's now mine. We'll roll for those at the end of the turn. Elsewhere, we will continue raiding with our 2 subs here. Oh, and I forgot to, this Iraq aligns the beginning of their turn. So we do have an infantry there and a militia there. Lucky me. Okay. Lastly is feel like I need to do something here. So we've got, I think we're gonna walk in or no, try to charge into the Belgian Congo. The jungle doesn't nerf any of my units. We've got 3 planes, an artillery, and then 2 infantry. Versus an AA, 3 infantry, and a fighter. That's why I bought the fighter, is I'm hoping I don't lose more than 1 plane. We'll see what happens. He's got 4 shots with 15 pips, so I think I'll be happy with 1. Where was I going? Oh, to get some dice. Uh, I've got these ones here, so we got Got a couple of fighters. Oops. Got attack bomber. We've got one infantry to one. And we've got a artillery and a boosted infantry. Do boosted infantry like that. Down here, we've got 3 infantry. We've got a fighter. And then we've got, why not grab 3 pinks as the AAs. Okay, I think that's it. We're raiding, we're attacking, we walked in, not doing anything here. I do have a unit up here that I need to remember to do something with. And that should be it. Okay, let's see if we can do something. I'm going to roll my dice first, knowing that this dark green is a first strike, and if it is, then we'll pull off. I assume one of the infantry because he wants to get the shot with the AA. I should have asked, but I mean, I think it's a pretty safe assumption he wants to kill planes. So let's. I'm gonna lose some paint. Well, that's good. I got 2 hits, not a target select, but one of them is a fighter, so he loses his fighter, and then I got a first strike. So that does kill one of these. And then he's got his stuff left, so he's got 4 dice at my planes. Please be kind. He was kind. He killed 1 with the AA, but missed over here, and then he killed 1 more. So I lose a fighter and an infantry. His AA stuff is gone. What did I kill? I killed a first strike, and I killed the plane. Because it was just the 1. No, I killed 3. First strike was dead, the plane was dead, and then 1 more, which would be the AA. Okay, so I feel like 2 planes, 2 units versus 2 units is probably okay to press. So I lose a fighter, and I lose infantry. Yeah, we'll press with that. I shouldn't lose any planes. That's a hit, and that's a hit. So, and that's actually 3 hits. So his stuff is dead, and if he only gets 1 hit or less, I capture it. No hits. Nice. All right. I like it. So now I really got to think about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units here. Let me put those up there. That's gonna roll at the end. Let me think about that. Up here, I do need to raid. Do I lose all my raiding dice? There they are. Okay, we're gonna raid with the attacker in red. Let's see how we do. That's 2 off. And then the second one, that's 1 off, so 3 off total. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's start up top for non-combats. This one will rail down. These 2 will rail over, like so. Then this one will walk down. Got 1 walk down, 2 walk up. These 2 will walk forward. No, one of these will rail down. This one will walk. No, I don't want him to walk that way. Walk down. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, three, four, five, six. So I think these will come over here like that. Does that make sense? Oh, I'll actually walk them forward. These ones went 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 5. Sorry. Jeez. Let's get these to be able to place. Good night. Of all this stuff. So I think what I'll do is actually this one will stay or move up instead of moving down. Because then I'm going to go militia upgrade into Lower Egypt, which gives me the infantry I wanted there. The fighter will get produced all the way down here, which I do have a clear path for it out of here and this way. And then this infantry will actually, I railed it down. Instead, I'm going to rail it east and then produce this infantry here. And that should be, I think I'll also rail this one down. So that should have been 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rails. Okay, it's a little slower going. I wanted to stack Hegenica, but I don't think I can. I do need to roll for these 2 transports here. 5 is definitely killed. I can't remember if it's double digits or if it's 11, 12 like the Vichy roll is. Um, but I'm pretty sure it's double digits, which means I get to capture that transport. I think it has to stay in port. I mean, if I can move it out, I would prefer to move it out. I think it has to stay. Okay, oh, I think that's it anyway. Sorry, I'm just staring at the board now. We finish at 20 IPP. Does that seem right? I think so. We have the 2 bonus for Egypt. Means we have 22 for next turn. And with that, we will turn it over to Madman Dan for KMT USA. Cheers.